What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are not at home and we're not in the office. We are running errands today. I haven't posted a video in a couple of days, so I thought while I'm running errands, we will quickly get a video out. So today's video is going to be everything about picking and selecting a niche. And the reason why we're going to make this video is I was recently on a call with a soon-to-be member of mine. And basically what they were saying is they haven't gotten any clients because they're still picking their niche. They're still getting everything straightened out. Now, the only issue with that is picking your niche is a smart idea, but so many people get hit with analysis paralysis and they get caught up in the details of that niche. They go, no, my website has to be tailored for that niche. My social media has to be tailored for that niche. Which is true to a certain point, but it shouldn't hold you back. Now, what I told her, and basically what I'll do is I'll just recap this entire call that we had, was you want to get an ideal client in mind, someone who is ideal. And what I mean by ideal is you enjoy working with them. You can bill them what you want, and the work that you do for that file and for that client is really good. You are never going to get that every single client that you have. I have some clients where I don't really enjoy working on their stuff, but I have other clients where I get excited working on their files and doing their own bookkeeping. One thing that you want to do when you're selecting a niche or a market that you're going to go after is you want to do something that you have either you enjoy or you have experience in. Before I started my own VAS-based business, I used to run a content agency. I do video editing, I do video content creation, it was mainly tailored around short form content. I went after realtors because I was into real estate. I liked houses, I liked filming them, and I overall enjoyed what I did. So when I first started my business, the exact people that I went after ranged from realtors all the way to content agencies. It's because I understood what their business was. If they had transactions that to the naked eye seemed kind of weird, but to me, that seemed quite normal because I was quite literally in that business. I was running that exact same business. So first off, it makes it 1,000 times more easier to do the actual work of the file. And second off, I can actually communicate with that client and they have a tremendous amount of trust in me because I'm speaking their language. I'm saying words in terms that only they or another content agency would understand. And that's a sales and marketing tactic, which we'll get into another time because that's a complete separate video. Basically what that is if you want to close more clients, speak in the client's language. So if you're going after dentists, you want to speak in their language, don't want to speak in accounting. Anyways, that's a video for another time. So going back to the ideal client, you will never have every single client that you onboard be ideal. There's always going to be something about that client that you don't like doing, whether it's the actual work, the amount of emails that they send you, you have to do weekly calls with them, whatever it is. But one thing to keep in mind is no matter what you do in life, no matter what, I don't care if you're printing gold or making gold, printing money, if you are partying all the time, you're traveling all the time, no matter what you do in life, there is always going to be something that you don't like, something that you don't enjoy. And you just have to accept that, at least if you want to be happy or just satisfied. And for me, what I tell myself is if I can be 60 to 70% enjoyable, meaning what I'm doing, if I can enjoy 60 to 70% of it, I'm perfect. Because no matter what else I do, there's going to be something about it that I don't like. So once you get over that fact, that's when you can start bringing on a lot of different types of clients. Because what's going to happen is when you bring on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, those clients are going to have friends, business partners, referrals, etc., etc. And then those ones are going to have even more referrals, and it's just a snowball effect. But they're never going to be in the exact same industry. They're always going to be in different and separate industries. So you will never have every single client in the exact same market. You could, if you wanted, be super strict and only take on, say, realtors or only take on content agencies, but you're not going to grow as fast. You're not going to be as diverse, because if that market takes a bit of a turn, well, what are you going to do if they can't afford your services? They're still going to have to pay you because they have to get the work done, but it's just a matter of, if they're not making money, they can't pay you what they used to be paying you. So that's just something to think about. If you've got clients in different industries and different markets, no matter what happens in the world, if oil drops, if it goes up, if currencies change, stuff like that, you are going to be protected because you've got clients paying you in every single industry, in every single market. Someone's going to be up and someone's going to be down, and then you just adjust your prices accordingly. So, moving on. Picking your ideal market and niche market. You want to pick something that you're familiar with, that you either have experience in or that you enjoy. So, for example, let's say if your parents were mechanics or your dad was a mechanic. I'm sure along the ways of growing up with your dad, he told you something about engines and cars and brakes and the overall mechanics of how everything works and how to run a mechanic shop. I'm sure that you've been inside an actual mechanic shop and you know a rough idea of what that kind of stuff looks like. So with that being said, you now have more knowledge than the average bookkeeper. Okay, we're back. Decided to make a quick pit stop, pick up a little energy drink, get some fuel in the tank. I got a lot of work to do tonight and I am a little tired. So going back to picking your market and your ideal client and picking a niche and all that stuff. If I were to give you a step-by-step what to do, what you want to do is you want to identify a rough market, okay? Some kind of a niche that you've got some kind of a competitive advantage in. Whether that's going to be, let's say if you come from an oil and gas industry, let's say you used to work on a rig, then maybe you go after contractors that are up in the oil and gas. Maybe you go after rig workers. Maybe you market to contractors that are welders or anything like that. Or let's say it's the complete opposite and you are really into baking and you love to bake cookies, muffins, bread, all that stuff, and you bake a lot. What you can do is you can actually target bakeries because you can speak in their language, and I can almost guarantee you, if you enjoy baking and you're working with baking clients, you're gonna enjoy work a lot more than if you didn't enjoy baking. Okay? That's just straight logic there. So for picking your ideal market, it's very straightforward. I don't want you guys to overcomplicate it. At the end of the day, I want you guys to really understand and know that having a niche is a great strategy, but I wouldn't let it slow you down. I wouldn't let it stop you from actually starting and getting clients. Because like I said before, you're never gonna have every single one of your clients be one of your ideal clients. You can if you want, but you're just not gonna grow as quick or as large. So with that being said, picking a niche market, pick something that you have experience in or that you have interest in, something that you enjoy, maybe a hobby. Create 80% of your content for that kind of market, 80% of your advertisements for that market, contact 80% of that market, whatever your client acquisition method is. And the other 20% will be made up of different industries, different markets, as well as the referrals that come from your current clients. That is essentially what you want to do. I can guarantee you, if you do that, you will get your clients quicker, faster, and you will overall enjoy your work a lot more. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. If you guys want more actual step-by-step instructions and tips on how to start, grow, and scale your own VAS-based business, I've got a newsletter link down below. Go ahead and join that, and you will receive weekly tips and tricks on exactly what I do to grow my own VAS-based business. If you guys want more content, I will link my Instagram down below. Go ahead and check that out. And with that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.